Hello and welcome back to another quick tutorial with your instructional coach, Leslie Johnson. We are doing the patio version today because it is such a lovely morning. So today we are going to get started with Google Classroom. If you have never used Classroom, this is a great place to start. So the first thing we need to do is make sure you are in your Gadsden account, not your personal account. And then from the waffle, that's where you will choose Classroom. If you don't see that there, here, let me move myself over here. If you don't see Classroom listed here, you can scroll down and usually there's this More from G Suite and it should be in there. All right, but we are in Classroom. Okay, and if you're going to create, we're looking for that plus button. When you click that, that's how you join or create a class. As a teacher, you want to create. So we're going to go ahead and click create. Then you're prompted to give your class a name. I'm just going to call it test class. Whoops, can't spell today. You can give it a section number. So if you have multiple classes that you want to keep separate from each other, you can include a subject. So if you are a science teacher, you can scroll through and find exactly what science you want to be tied to. I'm going to leave that blank. You can give it a room number if needed. But for now, I'm just going to click create, and that is going to create the classroom for me. I'm going to move the video back over here and pause. Okay, I'm back. It takes a little bit to generate the class. As you can see, it's given it a background and a highlighting color. So if I don't teach culinary arts, which I'm sure not many of you do, I can go here to either upload a photo or select a theme. I'm going to select a theme because I don't want to take the time to find a picture that I like. They have suggestions for English and history, math and science, arts, sports. I'm going to click on other and just see what that generates. And then you can scroll and find whatever you like actually. Go ahead and select class theme, and that will automatically change that header at the top. Now, the other things that we need to think about are this class code. This is how your students are going to join. So remember when we were back in Google Classroom and we had clicked on that plus button, that is how your students are going to access your classroom, except they won't click create class, they will click join class. So that's the information you need to get to them. Or conversely, you can click on this People tab and you can see the Invite Students button, and you can click that. If you have a way to copy all of their emails, that's the fastest way to do it, because even though it says type a name or an email, you can type the whole name and it's not really going to work. Like because our school uses Outlook for email and then G Suite for everything else, they don't really integrate well together. So you're better off finding a way to share the code with students, and that might be getting in contact with one student and saying, hey, can you please share this on Instagram, Snapchat, like whatever the kids are using, and just have them text it to each other or some way to get them into that class. All right, I'm going to go ahead and go back to the stream. Let's say you don't like that class code. Up here, this is the class setting cog. So we're going to do two things here. This is where you can, oh, whoops, I misspelled class or something like that. You can actually change that. So I can change the name to test if I decide. I can add all of that information in. This is the class code. If I don't like that, I can reset it. If I have people joining my class that I don't want to be joining my class, I can disable that. Then in your stream, it is defaulted that students can post and comment. You might change that to students can only comment, or you might change it to only teachers can post or comment, depending on your needs in the classroom. If you think your students will be respectful and use the stream to ask questions, you might leave it. You might leave it until it becomes a problem, whatever works. But this is very important. The classwork on the stream, the default is show condensed notifications. That's no good. we need to automatically change that to show attachments and details. Show attachments and details is going to show you when students turn in work, and you'll see that later in another video, but go ahead and turn that on now. You can then play with the show deleted items or guardians settings, anything like that. But for right now, we're just going to click the save button and keep that basic function, I guess. So you can see our class has changed to the name test, and we are all set and ready to go. So congratulations, you have just created your first Google Classroom. Keep watching for more information.